If you like to talk about combat sports and you want to join the discussion, click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon next to it and join Knucklehead Nation. What's going on, Knuckleheads? This is George with Fighters Rep, and I just wanted to come at you guys because we've got some really disgusting news in the world of boxing that's basically caused the Claressa Shields versus Ivana Habazin title fight to be canceled. It looks like, unfortunately, that the junior middleweight title fight is being called off because the trainer for Ivana Habazin was attacked by an unidentified person who I'm not sure how this person could still be unidentified or on the loose, considering this happened, it looks like, at the weigh-in. But my understanding from watching the video of what happened is that, and watching Claressa Shields' reaction, which I only got a brief look at, is that apparently he was in, and I'm referring to James Ali Bashir, who's Ivana Habazin's trainer, apparently he was in some sort of confrontation with Claressa Shields' sister. And, in the video on YouTube, you could check it out. There's some videos on YouTube. He's arguing whether he's throwing his hand in her face. He's telling her, I'm going to show you not to be a man or something like that. I mean, I guess she's, she's gay and he was trying to, insult her for that or whatever it was. But, this is a 71-year-old man. And apparently, perhaps due to this confrontation, again, we still don't know who attacked him, but apparently he was attacked, and it seems like a brutal attack. I mean, you could see the picture in the thumbnail I posted. That's a picture that's on Twitter. He was knocked unconscious for 20 minutes. I mean, this man could have literally lost his life. He was taken out on a stretcher, taken to the McLaren Medical Center. He was bleeding from his head after hitting the concrete floor, and it looks like he's got multiple fractures to his face. Now, this is a trainer who trained or worked at the famous Kronk gym where Emmanuel Stewart was, and was even in the camp during his career of heavyweight champion Vladimir Klitschko, but I mean, forget all that, if that's not enough to respect a man. I mean, it looks like he's a 71-year-old man. I mean, to what level so how sick do you have to be to, even if you're upset with an older guy, even if 70 plus years old, I mean, how sick do you have to be to hit him so hard, to sucker punch him so hard that you break his face and then he lands on the floor and perhaps breaks it or breaks it further when he lands on the concrete floor, and you do it during a weigh-in for a title fight? I mean, what? There's got to be some sort of conscience that a person has to possess, to function in a normal society. I mean, but when somebody does something like this, do they have a conscience? Should they be allowed to remain among, society, among people in society? I mean, respecting your elders is such an important thing in so many different cultures. I think respecting your elders should be a thing in every culture. But, even, we know how these older people can get. Sometimes they see something in modern day society, they don't like it, they talk about it. Perhaps they get under your skin, perhaps they're being ignorant, but does that give you the reason to cock back and nail an old 71-year-old person in the face? My goodness. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. And it was so bad that it looks like the fight, which I believe was for a WBC junior middleweight title, is being canceled. And I just can't wrap around my head the fact that the assailant has fled the scene, and we haven't. I mean, we haven't heard about an arrest yet. I would love for this person to be arrested immediately. Now, a lot of people are calling it an assault, but as someone who is an attorney, I do want to educate you guys a bit. This was not an assault. An assault is basically when you put somebody in fear of being attacked. This is a battery. A battery is the actual unwanted touching, and so typically they kind of go hand in hand. People call it an assault and battery, but what happened here is a straight up battery. Somebody hurt this person, physically made contact with this person. That's the difference between a battery and an assault. And an assault, there's no contact, and so a lot of laymen don't understand. That. But in this, I mean, there was a tremendous physical contact that caused multiple fractures in his face, according to some of the tweets I'm seeing. Now, I mean, I hope I'm being accurate here, but just absolutely disgraceful. And I'm wondering if it was one person who did this, multiple people who did it. I'd like to know as well. Not that it really matters at this point, but I'd like to know, was it the punch in itself that did the damage, or was it him falling to the concrete floor, perhaps face first, that did the damage, or did both cause fractures in his face? I mean, either way, it's horrific. But, what the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? I mean, and, if he was arguing with Claressa Shields' sister, which it looks like that's what happened, was it somebody on Claressa Shields' team that did this? Of course, you can't blame her unless she was a part of it, which it doesn't look like she was. But my goodness, man, what kind of people would hit a 71-year-old man, and in such a high stakes? I mean, forget the high stakes scenario, the fact that it's a weigh-in for a championship fight. You don't do that in any scenario. Punching a 71-year-old man, my goodness, knuckleheads, what is this society coming to? It's just absolutely disgraceful. I want to give a big shout out to Marco Martinez, who's in the chat right now. Thanks, brother, for sending me the story. It's just something I had to talk about because it's very disgusting. This is not the kind of thing you want to see in the fight game at all. The fight game is about fighting in the ring in a sanctioned, safe location. It should never be about, somebody getting basically knocked out in their face, hitting the concrete on the floor and breaking their face at the age of 71. It's just totally unacceptable. So, I just wanted to hit you up with that, knuckleheads. I thought it was a bit of news that's absolutely disgraceful. I think we should all support James Ali Bashir big time in this. I think we should all call to find out who it was that did this to them. And, this person should be, whoever it was, this person should be prosecuted. It's just absolutely disgraceful. And us as boxing fans, we shouldn't accept that somebody does this to anyone, much less a 71-year-old man. What? Are you kidding me? You're going to punch a 71-year-old man in the face and nearly kill him? This person could have been killed. He was out for 20 minutes. He's 71 years old. You could have murdered this person. If I'm the prosecution, my goodness, what am I thinking here? You know what I mean? What am I thinking if I'm the prosecution? Am I thinking, hey, they should have known that this person is 70 years old, and if I hit him as hard as I can, I might kill him? Does this turn into an assault and battery charge, or does this become some sort of attempted murder charge? I mean, this is absolutely disgraceful. So knuckleheads, that's all I wanted to say about that. Give me your thoughts on it, but more importantly, reach out, show support for James Ali Bashir, show support for the authorities that are, in Flint, Michigan, working on this. We've got a voice in the boxing game, in the fight game. We should all support each other, and this kind of action is not acceptable. This is not acceptable anywhere ever. That a 71-year-old man get punched in the face and knocked out. Man, you belong in a zoo if you do that to somebody. You know, you're not a human being. Where's your conscience? Where's your humanity? You're not a human. You're a sociopath. So I think that's disgusting behavior that needs to be punished. You know, it needs to be punished. And that's all I got to say about that, knuckleheads. Disgusting. Tell me what you guys think. But again, more importantly, prayers for James Ali Bashir. I hope he recovers. Face all fractured now at the age of 71. You know, probably. I mean, I hope the damage isn't permanent. They didn't do anything horrible to the guy. You know, I hope he's okay. Apparently, he was like in emergency surgery or something for the fractures in his face. Disgusting. So anyway, knuckleheads, that's all I've got for you. You guys have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow immediately after the fight to discuss Israel Adesanya and Robert Whittaker. We'll also probably be talking about Triple G and Derevyanchenko.
Click the link below for your official Fighters Rep merchandise and join Knucklehead Nation.